Good evening. Get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and get comfortable with showing your vulnerabilities and weaknesses. For example, our weaknesses as weaknesses, should I say, our source of uncomfort is usually blocking in public, stammering and blocking and not being able to express. I was at this talk this evening, and I was sitting in the front row, and the speaker at the end said, "Has anyone done this? Has anyone been in this situation?" And I put my hand up. Little did I know I was the only person who had done that. So then the speaker asked me, "So, please share what happened." And I immediately felt the block, and there must have been maybe 110 people in the room, and I just said, "Okay, uh, you know." I took a breath and became very mindful about what's going on. And I said, I can use this as an opportunity to, create traumatic memory. Or I can go into my shell, or I can use this as a chance to grow, develop my character, and just become better. Better as in, having a better opinion of myself. So I decided to tell the speaker exactly what happened, and yep, and I was tense and I was blocked every word, but my goal was simply to say what I want to without struggling. So the whole room knew I blocked. However, I did not struggle, and I actually felt good after that. But my only sense of, can I say, disappointment was that I wanted to give a different example. Nothing to do with speech. I have a stutter. That's the fact. That's the fact. But you can only uh, deal with the cards that you've been dealt. This is my card. In certain situations, when my brain feels unsafe, speech is blocked, etc. And yeah, I just, I had to say something like, some of the words I had to say, well, some concept I had to give was an example of, I had to say the number 15 units at whatever. So I just took my time and I said 15 until it came out without any forcing. And yeah, so I think my goal was not to force words, not to struggle, because if you struggle, it means that you don't really want to be seen to be uncomfortable. You're not comfortable with being there in the moment. Accept the moment and go through it. And I felt fine, yeah. And I felt absolutely fine. And afterwards, I said hi to the speaker, etc. So yeah, I want to just share it with everyone. Um, just, there's enough mental gymnastics going on already. So don't add to the mind by worrying about what others think when we block. And the only thing you need to think about is, I'm me. I've got something to say. I've been selected to say something. It's because the speaker thinks I have something to say of value. It it doesn't matter what the crowd thinks, because if you can show presence, authenticity, and being who you are, if you can show your vulnerabilities, you're actually given permission to others to show their vulnerabilities, and I think that's very important, and I feel you get more respect that way. Anyway, more kind of appreciation. Like, this person is not hiding; he will not hide. So yeah, so hope you find that useful. It's just something that happened earlier this evening, and while it was fresh in the mind, rather than forgetting about it or going home and trying to journal, which I may or may not do tonight. It's been a long day, so I'm just gonna use this as my video journal. Yeah, so I'm just walking in the forest and it's beautiful, and there's a nice summer smell. It's quite warm, and yeah, the plants and the trees are getting ready for dusk, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see the location. It's gorgeous. Yeah, just so yeah, coming back to message. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable, with the feelings. There's no need to panic. I mean, if the stress response comes, if this old reptilian brain says, danger, danger, panic, panic, it's okay. It's okay. You just do what you need to do. And say what you need to say in the most gentle way that you can. Be kind to yourself. Treat every word lovingly. If it's not coming out, don't force it. Let it come out itself. There's an old Japanese story of 3 warlords. One warlord was called one was called Nobunaga, one was called Ieyasu, and one was Hideyoshi. And each warlord would ask, what would you do if the bird does not sing? I don't know the story accurately, so any Japanese listeners, please forgive me if I've misquoted the story. So Nobunaga said, I would force it to sing, or I would, don't know. Ieyasu said, I would, I don't know, encourage it to sing or something like that. But the most beautiful answer was given by Hideyoshi. He said, I would make the bird want to sing. So the point of the story, whether the sequencing is accurate or not, is that make the bird want to sing. If the bird doesn't want to sing, just be kind to it. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to the bird, and it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, if the voice is not coming, if you're blocking, that's the way it is at that moment, and it means that me and you, we all have a lot of inner work to do. Our beliefs, perceptions, people pleasing, fear of judgment, fear of criticism. There's something going on there. I mean, some part of me must have been fearing the judgment of the crowd, of the speaker, and some part of me may have wanted to please the speaker by giving a good answer. I don't know. So there were fears, and I reckoned that the best way for me to deal with this fear would be to, first of all, not press the panic button, and not give in to the temptation of struggling and forcing. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all I want to say. I hope everyone has an amazing evening, and all the best.